Well, dog's head got rolled up in the window on that little one right there.
Hello.
What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about the truck, how we have it set up for our overlanding and camping adventures,
And how we pack everything in the back of the truck. We had to use like waterproof bins and stuff because the back of the truck's open, so you never know when it's going to rain, or it might rain, or kind of sort of rain.
I'll also give you a quick rundown of the gear that we use. So if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and we'll have some more coming out.
Let's get to it.
Start with the front here. The first modification we did was the bumper. So this is a Westin HDX winch bumper. We mounted a Westin 12,500 pound winch. The controller we mounted up top. This is where they would have had a bull bar. We opted out and mounted the control box right there. So then in each hole, there's a 19-inch light bar controlled by its own switch. And then above that, in the grill right there, we added a 30-inch light bar that was made for this truck by Rough Country. Rough Country designed this light bar to fit in that grill. The grill's supposed to be all chrome, but we changed the center in here with plastic dip. So it broke up a little bit of the chrome, gave it a little tougher look to match the black bumper. So all that chrome with the black just kind of looked weird. Changed the headlights so we could see better. We upgraded those to the LEDs, but they're not the blue or weird colors. They're just a little brighter than normal. Figured being on back roads with no lights and stuff like that, we needed something a little better. Then moving on to the tires. These are Nitto Grappler mud terrain tires. These are really nice because the ones I had before these were kind of an off-brand amp, and they were really loud. These things are pretty quiet considering they're mud terrain, and even though they're really big, they ride pretty smooth, and the tread life has been pretty good too. These are 37 13.5 R20. So I would like to get a little bit smaller wheel and a little bit more tire, but even with these aired down to about 20 pounds, they give plenty of tire to do the trick. We also have a 6-inch Rough Country lift. As you can see, it's starting to look pretty rough. So this lift has been on for about 3 years now. It came when I bought it from the dealership. It was brand new from the dealer. Same with a set of tires I already went through. But it looks like I'm probably gonna upgrade to Fox or Icon or something else. I'm not gonna go with another Rough Country. Just got the fender flares on all the fenders. I like it, it makes it look a little bit better. Here is one of our antennas. People always ask us what this thing is. So this is a cell phone booster antenna. So this is the WeBoost over-the-road truck antenna. And this thing works really well. It runs inside. I have the booster mounted under the seat, and there's a switch on the cigarette lighter, so whenever we need it, we just turn the switch on. It has an inside antenna. It boosts the cell phone signal, and pretty much if you have no signal, you get a little bit. If you have a little bit of a signal, you almost get a full signal. So we've only ran into a couple places where we didn't have a signal, and it worked really well. On the other side here, we have a CB antenna. CB doesn't get much use. Some meets require it, so we have it for that, and occasionally if we know somebody that's running a CB, it's good to have. Over on this side is a tiny little ham radio antenna. So I got a ham license a little while ago so that I could talk over the air to other ham operators. It's a pretty useful thing to have, especially if you're out on trails and the GMRS, FRS stuff isn't working. You'll be able to talk to anybody, reach out to different repeaters, do stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Not too much involved in getting a license, so if radios is what you're into, then a ham license is pretty cool.
It's also pretty entertaining. Instead of just listening to the radio all the time, you can just hop on there and start a conversation with anyone that's listening. So.
Yeah, so in here we have the refrigerator. We have the temperature set right there. It shows the battery life. The vehicle's not running right now, so it's running right off the vehicle battery. And inside it just looks just like a Dometic fridge, just we didn't pay for a Dometic fridge.
And then we have our quick snacks right here. Peanut butter and jelly for the road.
And right here we have two little bags. I'm not sure what they were for, but in them we have all our headlamps and solar lights, so we don't have to mess with batteries. And then the other one we have GMRS radios, so we keep those handy all the time too.
Those are really nice to have because if we meet people like out on the trail or anywhere and they don't have any way to talk, we can hand them out and let them use them so we can all like chat and talk, and it just makes the trail more fun.
So on this side we have a battery charger just in case we need it. We have a secondary battery, and the secondary battery is just plugged into 12 volt, two 12 volt adapters. So we can plug the refrigerator, which is currently plugged in right here, straight into that battery. So if we're going to be sitting for a long period of time, I'd rather kill this battery than our start battery. Or if we do kill our start battery, we can jump it with our own battery. This particular battery came out of one of our camper conversions that we had previous to the one we had now, so we just had it sitting around anyway. Then we have the Mr. Heater Buddy. Obviously everybody's got to have that if you're going to camp out in the cold. And we have a little camp stove right there. And here we have the switch for the light bar and the bumper lights. CB radio is mounted underneath with my high-speed hanger right there. Climb in, we have the iPad mounted right there. That's one of those 12.9-inch iPad Pro we have mounted down below. So we use this for all our navigation and Gaia maps, stuff like that. Here's the ham radio up on top, and then I changed our stereo to have a 8-inch screen, so we have a backup camera and stuff like that. There's the plug for the cell phone booster. We keep the inside antenna right there because it sits right next to the tablet, so it keeps the cell phone signal. So then here, mounted on the bed, we have the Yakima bedrock rail system and the Yakima Skyrise rooftop tent. Cool thing about these little mounts is we can remove them anytime. All you gotta do is pop them all up just like that, and we can take the whole thing off.
It also has a key so that not just anyone can do that, so we can lock it and not have to worry about somebody for some reason taking our tent. But.
So then they also attach to the rails using this little system right here. You just take that and screw that, and then we can slide the tent right off and leave the rails, and then take the rails off separate.
It's really heavy if you leave the rails attached for some reason. They don't look like they weigh that much, but they add a lot of weight.
So we just got done camping, so this is what all our gear looks like loaded up. There's the handy little turlet we've been talking about. We'll let you know what it is and do a little review on that thing.
We always take this with us, even if we're just using the tent. Like you saw in our last video that we used it in the trailer, but we take it in the tent as well because we have the Skyrise, the annex that attaches to the bottom, so we have our own little private bathroom anytime we pull the tent out, so it's nice to have that. So there's a canopy here. We bring that with us because right now we don't have a roof rack, and without the roof rack we can't get one of those, fancy 270 awnings or any of the roof rack awnings attached to it, but it works really good for right now.
And so then we also keep all of our stuff in rigid toolboxes. So you take this one and say this one right here, you can stack them up, you can roll them around. We keep their clothes in them, we keep all our other miscellaneous gear in them, and we have them labeled so we know what's in them. Up in here, we have that Helio water system. There we have leveling blocks and our max tracks and a table. And this is pretty much all we bring with us every time. The grill is over there also. Having a truck definitely helps because we can keep it all just right here in the back. All right.
And that's the truck. Yay.
So that's basically everything. If you got any questions on anything, leave a comment. We'll be more than happy to explain more of our stuff.
We can even do like walkthrough videos like where we hit the cables to everything, because there's a lot of stuff that we had to hide, or where we bought it or anything like that.
Yeah, we didn't do any installation videos obviously because it's all in here, but we can show you how we put anything in if you'd like to know that. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. We have all kinds of different videos coming. If you have any suggestions for videos, let us know. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yay, see ya.